Today, for the first time on the channel, we have a Phoibos.
Incorrect.
Today on the channel, for the first time, a Phoibos.
Wrong.
Okay. Today on the channel, for the first time, a Phoibos.
Close enough.
Damn it! For this video, we're gonna go with Phoibos, and I'm sure many of you will have words with me down in the comment section below. Now let's begin. Introducing the Phoibos LEVIATHAN PY032D in beautiful DLC with a gray dial. This thing looks fantastic. Very sharp and angular. We got a beefy, thick tank of a case. Look at those cuts on those lugs. Now, there's all kinds of different brushing, radial, vertical, horizontal. However, it's tough to see with the DLC coating, diamond-like carbon. They're difficult to film. I have to do so much gymnastics with the lights to get a decent shot. This thing is a 500-meter beast, and I mean beast, 9mm crown. And it does have teeth, but I found it a little bit slippery in some angles. Okay, so it doesn't have teeth everywhere. I would prefer a coin edge, but the style is good with this diamond cut grip. All right, and the same thing on the bezel. The bezel has beautiful grip right there, and then it goes to smooth, back to grip, then fades to smooth, back to grip. So if you grab it on the smooth part, it's sometimes slippery. All right, would prefer grip all the way around, but on the grippy part, the grip is excellent, of course. It's obvious, but I gotta point it out. I've lived with this watch for a while now. It is out on the 25th, so it should be yesterday, I believe, when this will release. And I'm just giving you my thoughts of living with it. What were some of my gripes? And that was one of them, the crown as well. They're grippy, but not grippy. So now let's check out those measurements. I got 45 millimeters in diameter, thickness of 15 even, and a lug to lug of 54 millimeters. I believe they are the exact same dimensions on the Phoibos website, which is rare. I usually don't hit the same numbers that the manufacturer does, but on this one, basically dead on every measurement. And this one has a sapphire crystal with 3 layers of anti-reflective coating, and it is flat at the top, but it has a dynamic, beautiful, deep bevel. Look at that. You can see the blue AR catching the edge right there. It's a nice dynamic look, and I love crystals that have thick bevels like this. Just adds so much to the watch. So well done, Phoibos. Now this one comes on an isofrane style rubber strap. It does have quick release, which is very convenient, and it does have 2 keepers, and both are floating, but this one is kept in place with 2 nubs right there in the rubber. Not sure if you can see it. I'll just bring it out of the way. There, you can see one of the nubs, so it fits in there so it stays stationary. We have a thick buckle here signed Phoibos, and it's also DLC coated. Excellent. And the case back has that embossed logo, Hail Hydra. That's what it reminds me of. And it's a little bit busy, this logo, but you know, you do get used to it, and it's actually kind of cool and very fun. Now this bezel insert is ceramic, but it's not shiny, which I love. It is sandblasted. And let's have a listen. This bezel is awesome. Nice and clicky, very tactile, and very precise. I am ultra impressed. I really do enjoy this one. The build quality is precise. I don't see any gaps, and I was looking for them. The value that this brand brings is outstanding. You have a sapphire crystal, helium escape valve, 500 meters, screw down crown, DLC coating, ceramic insert, sandblasted. Man, all this for $309 USD. And if you get the non-DLC, it's under $300, it's $299. And I would get the non-DLC because then you can see the casework better, the brushing, and it looks good on the website. I haven't seen one in person, so I think that would look better, but what do you guys think? I like the DLC maybe with the white dial. They have a white dial, they have a green, they have a blue, and a black. And of course this gray, which I'm a big fan of the gray dial. This one has black, IPS coated, faceted indices and hands. A lot of texture there. It creates a nice contrast with that flat, light gray dial. It is well done. White Phoibos logo, red text at the bottom to make it pop. Red tipped second hand automatic, very nice. Chaptering is printed white as well. The colors chosen are very clean, very subtle, and style wise, I'm a big fan of it. Size wise, definitely not a fan of the size and not a fan of DLC. Tons of heft, feels heavy, feels like I'm holding an anvil. No, I don't know, it feels like 180, but the strap's really light. We're gonna check out the weight near the end of the video. Okay, here it is next to the SKX. Now you can get some perspective on how this watch will wear. I know a ton of you have the SKX. Man, look at that size difference. Behemoth of a watch. Wow, thickness 15 versus 13.4. You know, with the black, it hides its weight well. And there you can see that lug to lug, much longer at 54 versus 46. So huge difference. Here it is on my 6.5-inch wrist, and yes, it is too big for me, but you know what? Some people like this kind of a look, that huge watch look. I do recommend 7.5-inch wrist minimum, but look at the downturn on the lugs. It's hugging my wrist. I'm actually blown away and impressed. The fitment is nice, but I do feel a little bit top heavy here. Man, this thing needs a bracelet for sure. Look at the thickness. Yeah, it wears great for such a behemoth. All right, this thing looks great. Love that gray dial. This is a beautiful beast. Let's check out the weight. Feels like 180, I am guessing. It feels heavy. Oh, all right, pleasantly surprised, 165. Maybe because the strap is so light, basically weighing nothing, and that's why I'm getting that top heavy feeling. It's all here. Okay, we're gonna do 4 rounds dial up and 4 rounds dial down. This is the Seiko NH35 movement. Hack hand wind automatic, 24 joules, 21.6 VPH, and of course 41 hours of power reserve. Doing really well. 1 second, 4 second, 286 amplitude, so nice and strong, but we got a lot of beat error at 0.7, unfortunately. That's why you see 2 distinct lines, and we hit 0 seconds a day. Now let's do 12 down. All right, we're gonna do 4 rounds, 12 down, to get some positional accuracy, how it will react on your wrist. Now we got +8, we got a strong drop in amplitude down to 257, beat error increased by 0.1, 5 seconds a day, not bad. 4 seconds a day, yep. All right, so I'm guessing Phoibos, regulates these. Now 4 seconds looks like the final number. Yes, good job. Okay, here is the loom shot. Amazing BGW9. Look at that. Wow, I am impressed. Usually BGW9 looks weak, so you know they put tons of layers here, even on that ceramic insert. Excellent. Nice. Now let's compare it with an SKX, just so you guys can get a better sense of the loom. So there you go, strong loom. Here it is in low light, and visibility is still fantastic. The contrast between the hands and the dial just works so well. This thing is the value king. The build quality is pretty good. I cannot fault them on the build quality. I was trying to find some weak spot, but this is a solidly built tank. Phoibos is a great brand. They have grown. I believe they were a micro and now they're not. I believe even Long Island Watches, Mark, he sells them on his website. So they've made it. They're a big brand now. I guess they're one of the top value oriented brands out there. You get a lot of watch for very little money. And for those collectors that do prefer value, this thing, you should definitely look at it. and it's big. I had some subs requesting bigger watches because I'm trending downwards with my tastes, but here you go. A beautiful tank at 45 millimeters. And yeah, this is a great value. I would definitely look into Phoibos. Links down in the description to their website where you can purchase this today. And guys, please check out ExpressVPN down below. 3 months free when you buy the 1 year. Now, why do you need a VPN? Well, you can get Netflix in other countries with it, but the main reason is, of course, to secure your watch collection. If you do a state of the collection photo on the forums, you don't want people to track you down by your IP. Trust me, there are people that can do that. So you always want to be behind a VPN. So check that down below, check the merch store down below, check Phoibos website down below, and I'll see you in the next one. This thing looks great, guys. This thing looks great.